I'm somebody who goes through a lot. I'm the kind of person who is very thick-skinned, who is able to take a lot from people before I'm somebody who's able to take a lot from people before I get offended or insulted. But there's something different about it when it's somebody that you care for. And it's somebody that is close to you, that's family. It's hard to be accepting
I can't help but feel like we should have stayed
somebody
behind to
who,
protect the traveler and our people.
for all intents and purposes,
Was it the right choice to follow Osiris?
is
If the witness
somebody
establishes a
that
link with
somebody
the
you
veil,
thought they weren't.
it'll be over for the entire system.
Whether that be
All
because
of our
of
losses would have been for
them
naught.
disliking
They've never faced a threat of this
something,
magnitude.
or
Even if you stayed,
them not being something
wouldn't
very
have stood
fond
a
of something
chance
you
against the
did,
witness.
or whatever.
None of us would.
There's
This is our only
point
hope
in which
to survive the witness.
that even family can be something that's hard to when the thing that caused you the most pain and hurts you the most is family. Because yeah, you can have all these people who will sling insults to you and call you all sorts of awful things and all that, and especially for someone like me, you can be, I'm incredibly thick-skinned and not bothered by it whenever someone at my work calls me a rude comment or whatever. That's usually, I just usually get the manager involved anyway and stuff like that, but something different when it's somebody you've lived with and has taken care of you and made you. It's different, you know? It's hard to be the type of person who is so accepting of others and is so
This keycard lets us access the computer core. Let's
and
head
is
there now.
so there's something so different about it when it is a family member. Because yeah, you could be someone who is forgiving and willing to accept others for being different and doesn't judge when they look different or act different or behave differently or anything like that. I grew up autistic, so seeing people who are neurodivergent or of the like me, whose brains operate a little bit differently, who's basically just a little bit quirky, is the best way I like to kind of put it, as cringy as that does sound. But as people who are just different inherently because of the way they were born, I'm accepting of those people. I'm accepting of people who are like that. And to have somebody close to you not accept you because it's the way they were raised or the way they grew up or whatever, it's just there's something about it that hurts. And I have no way of explaining it other than the fact that as much as it does hurt, as much as being who you are is important,
Just get here quickly.
sometimes making the decision to be who you are isn't always the right thing. I found that out. I have found that out. And I wish I could take... Sometimes I wish I could take it back. Sometimes I wish I could go back and tell myself to... Sometimes I wish I could go back and tell myself that of what has happened, or what happens after
down
that
there.
day.
Callus's flagship. He's heading right for the surface.
I'm somebody who, again, is very thick-skinned. But again, when it's somebody that you care about, and somebody that raised you and loves you unconditionally, and no matter what, they still love you, but it just doesn't feel the same. They may still love you, yeah, but it just doesn't feel... It doesn't feel correct. Because they aren't going to accept that change. They aren't going to accept the fact that you're different, and that you operate differently than them, and that you believe different things than they do, and that everything that they thought about you is wrong.
We have to get to Osiris quick. He's used to
And
getting
everything you
things
thought
done his
about
own
them
way. Seems like he hasn't
is
changed.
also wrong.
Even after. Now he only has us.
I
to
love
watch his back.
my family. They're
Hopefully he hasn't gone
as
off the
troublesome
deep
as they
end.
can be sometimes when it comes to
Here's
my
the
mental
plan.
health.
Destroy
I
the
still
engine.
love them because
Of
they're
this
my
ship.
family.
The one we're on.
No matter
Crazy
what,
or not,
I always will love
we
them.
need to stop this invasion.
But
I'll do
when
whatever it takes to stop the witness. So if you aren't
You
going
are-
to help me, then leave me alone.
on the verge of... When you're on the verge of not knowing of if you're gonna wake up every morning, when you feel like every single night you don't know when, or when you wake up every single morning you don't know when that day is going to be, when they decide they've had enough, when they've decided that they don't want to try and accept, or they decide that it's not right. It hurts. It always hurts more when it's somebody you love. It always will hurt more when from somebody you love, because it's almost like you've been betrayed. It's not like almost like you've been betrayed, it's because you have been betrayed. Because this person that
Let's
helped
take out the
create
engine.
you, helped raise you into the person that you are, doesn't accept you for what you are becoming and what you want to become. And it's hard when that thing you want to become goes against everything they believe in, and goes against everything that they've believed in. Not just everything they believe in, but everything they believe in. It's hard when it's even harder to do to accept that they aren't going to change than it is to accept that sometimes you have to make the decision to push them away. The decision to push somebody away because they don't accept you, and it's somebody you care about, and it's somebody you can call a friend or family member, is harder than trying to come to the terms that they don't accept you. everywhere I go, I'm constantly bombarded with support and love from friends, coworkers, family members of friends and coworkers. And yet at home I feel like I'm not ever going to be accepted. And
Let's take out the engine.
I honestly wonder if it's my fault or if it's the fault of my family, or if it's because of something that was out of my control. And I care more for my family than I do anyone else. Because they're my family. I love them so much. They're all I really have whenever I get home from work. They're all I really have when my friends aren't available. They're all I have when I'm feeling so alone. And there's no one around to help. And yet now I'm just... And now I'm just alone and no one to help me. I created this channel to help people feel better when they are having days where they had a bad school day, or they had a bad work day, or they just need something to put a smile on their face. It was never about the money. It was never about getting views. It was never about anything like that. They're all supplementary to what is and what always will be the goal of my channel, which is to make other people happy. And then the longer I say that, the more I realize that the longer I say that, the longer I realize that rings true with the channels that I watched whenever I had bad days at school. And whenever I have bad days at work, I go to channels that I love to watch that make me feel better. But what happens when those don't work? What happens when the things that usually make you feel good and the things that usually make you feel better aren't making you feel better? And you feel like you're just being trapped alone with nowhere and no one to talk to. Whether it be because people aren't home, people are asleep, people are at work, or
Just
otherwise.
us, I'm not a big fan
What
of
do you do in that
Osiris's
scenario?
escape pod plan. Even for him, this is pretty touch and go.
There's not much you can do. There isn't much you can ever do. Being
I'm almost at the
being
escape
as
pod.
fortunate as I am
Where
to
are you?
have
We're being sealed off.
an
Have to
outlet
find another way.
to express my creativity and my joy for video games and over, just in general, is something I will never take for granted. Being able to wake up every morning with a roof over my head and breakfast to eat and dinner to eat and have a job that pays money, albeit not as much as I would hope, but you get the idea. Being as fortunate as I am to be a white person in America, I just wish I could have everything that I would want that makes me happy. I wish I had a family that accepted me for who I am. I wish I had a family that wouldn't like force themselves to be sick all the time because of this stupid thing that people find like fun as a pastime. This thing that has only made my life and who knows how many others' lives worse, because it's something that America is known for. Something that just this world is just so confusing. I don't understand why sometimes I always feel so fortunate to be alive and who I am, and yet somehow I always want more because I don't have everything. And again, I love my mom. I love her so much. But the fact that in the past few like days and months that I've been dealing with all this stress about whether or not I'll see her, about whether or not I wake up and she's gone. I'm in constant fear of that. And then I go through all of that, and then I'm just slapped in the face with, oh, she's never going to accept you. She's never going to understand. When I had found out the revelation that my own father, the person who I thought was an abuser and ruined my mom's life. When I found out that all that things I believed was wrong, I was shocked. I didn't know what else I could do. I don't know how to react to that. It's still something I couldn't handle. And I'm going to be going through what is going to be life-changing surgery to help fix a problem that I've had since I was born. To fix something that I've wanted to get fixed for ages, but never could because I had already gone too far. To say that I have to say that I am happy that to say that I'm happy anymore, I feel like it's constantly a lie. I love the fact that I have a home over my head and all that, like, that's one thing, but to be shunned by my family because I don't feel right as who I am, just
Hurry up.
Are those things safe?
Can't be that.
I know this video is already weird enough from what I normally post, and it's very downtrodden and depressing, but I want to explain myself as to why my content's been deteriorating, and why I've been missing videos more and more, and why I have been bulking, recording a lot. And it's because I'm always worried of constantly letting people down. And I was originally doing it because I wanted to make sure that if I went to surgery and I wasn't able to be at home to make a video, there was something ahead of time. But I also did it because I also did it because in the off chance I wasn't able to record because
This is
of
Neptune.
my family
There's a whole
deciding
city
to
An entire civilization.
not want me
I've
around
got a ping
anymore.
on Cyrus's coordinates. Let's find him.
You on the road.
That there
Identify
was
yourself.
still
Are you with the
content
invaders?
that
Guardians
I
from
could
the last city.
make until I got somewhere that
We're
I
fighting
could
the same enemy. We're here
continue
to
to
find
make
something called
content.
the Veil.
Nimbus and I are a little pinned down right now, but we'll be there soon. Stay frosty, Tyrants.
But I worry every single day whether or not I'm going to ever find joy with my family again. Because it's been so long since I felt happy. It's been so long since I have been accepted. Again, finding out that my father, somebody who I had thought hated me for so long, supports me more than my own mother does. I'm just... I just can't believe that it's a thing that happened. It's... I just want to be... I just want to be happy for a reason this time. I don't want to I want to be happy and not have a reason to be happy.
Where are these ugly He's
I want to
coming.
just be inherently
There's
happy.
no end to them.
We always thought we were the last ones left.
I-
Wait until the Vanguard hears about this.
I
No time for
constantly
that now.
wonder
If we
why.
don't stop the Shadow Legion, there won't be any city left.
Constantly wonder
Guardian,
why
I'm up
I
here.
bother
I
trying
think the Cabal know
to.
I'm here.
Constantly wonder why I try to be so forgiving of my family because it seems like they're never going to accept me.
Hello?
And yet,
What's going on out there?
I continue to believe that they will. I continue to believe that they're going to be willing to call
Osiris,
me
I'm
the
detecting
name
an
that I've
anomaly on my
chosen for
sensors.
myself. And
We'll
the
check
name
it out
that-
while the coast is clear.
the
Understood.
name that so many people
Patiently note that it
know
is
me
quite
by
confined in
now.
here.
just
This energy source, this is incredible. You can wield it.
I worry not just for my own sake, but I worry for my family every single day because I worry that again I'm gonna wake up one day and they're gonna be gone. And I'm gonna have nothing. I worry about things because I care. I worry about my family because I want them to see me do things that I've wanted to do forever. I want to be there for my family when they have to go. I just want to be able to be there for my family when I want to be there for them when they have to go. And yet they don't want me to be around just because I'm different. They don't want me to be around because I'm just... I don't get it. I was always taught by them to be myself. Things operate around. It doesn't make sense to me. I just pray that
I could
one
use a
day
hand over here.
somebody stumbles across this video and wonders if everything is okay. I always tell people I'm going to be fine and that everything is okay. But that's what people say when they aren't okay.
Osiris,
And
I'm
if I'm
detecting an
honest-
anomaly on my sensors. We'll check it out while the coast is clear.
Understood. Patiently note that it is
If
quite
I'm
confined
honest,
in here.
This energy source, this is
I'm
incredible.
not okay,
You can
but
wield it.
I'm fine at the same time. I'm okay. I don't feel like something's going to happen to me. I don't feel like I'm going to do something I regret. It's just I feel like I'm constantly at odds with everything I believe in and everything that I've thought. all I want is just to be happy, to be able to wake up and just not have to worry about anything. Not have to worry about whether or not my family's okay, my dog's okay. I constantly worry about these kinds of things, and I hate it, and I don't know why. I just want it to be normal, you know? Again, I'm sorry that this content is different, and it's just... I'm being very down and downtrodden and depressed, but... I want to be open. I want to say things and not feel like I'm hiding behind a mask. I don't want to sound like I'm perfect, I'm just a perfect Chloe who just has no flaws, nothing. I just want to be open. I want to be someone who can take off the mask from time to time and just not have to worry about being and not have to worry about being judged because I'm sad. I love everything that I put up with this channel. I may not be satisfied with how it is currently, but I still love it. I still love making videos, and
I could use a hand over here.
I still love creating content, and I always will. Thank you all for being here for me, and just listening to me ramble on about my problems. Again, I'm sorry this video is different. I need to get things off my chest and I know where else to go, and I feel like being open and telling my story can maybe be inspiring for somebody to maybe do the right thing.
Your body can't handle this much power. Your vital signs are in the red.
Something like that. I don't know. Thank you all for watching. If I don't want you to like or subscribe or anything, but if you decide you want to do that, I'd be greatly appreciate it if you want to support me in a more personal way. I'll be linking a Ko-Fi link in the description, as well as all the other sources down there too. Thank you all again for everything that I do on this channel. And I'm sorry for being so downtrodden today, but it's just, I needed to be open with why the channel feels like it's going downhill. I'm gonna bounce back with this. Thank you all so much for watching. And I promise I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'll see you guys in the next video live stream I'm gonna make. Stay safe. Lord knows we all need to be safe and be acting safe.